We're following breaking news. Vanessa, you have the details.
The Middle East conflict just got a lot more complicated. Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi rebels have officially entered the war, firing a salvo of ballistic missiles and drones toward Israel. The group says they've targeted sensitive military sites and they aren't planning to stop. They aren't stopping anytime soon.
The Israel Defense Forces confirmed they intercepted 2 missiles on Saturday that were coming from Yemen. This marks a significant escalation exactly 1 month after the conflict began on February 28th. An IDF spokesperson says they have been preparing for a multi-front war for years, and now they are effectively fighting one.
Yep, it's a huge shift, Peter. The Houthis control Yemen's Red Sea coastline, which is basically the front door for 15% of global seaborne trade. They had already issued a warning that their hands were on the trigger if anyone used the Red Sea for operations against Iran. Now, they're following through.
The economic ripple effects are what many world leaders are watching. When the Houthis attacked ships throughout late 2023 and early 2025, they forced major companies to abandon the Suez Canal for the much longer route around Africa. With Iran already restricting the Strait of Hormuz, which handles 20% of the world's oil, we're seeing energy prices skyrocket.
And the fighting isn't just limited to the coast or the borders. On Saturday evening, we saw reports of heavy bombardment right in the middle of Tehran. Iranian state-affiliated media says explosions hit multiple parts of the capital, including the Parchin military site.
The chaos is spreading into the Gulf nations, too. Early Sunday morning, air raid sirens were heard in Bahrain, and authorities in Kuwait were battling a massive fire at Kuwait International Airport. The Kuwaiti army says a drone attack hit fuel tanks there. This widening scope makes the diplomatic efforts even more difficult.
There's a small bit of movement on the diplomatic front, though. Iran agreed to let 20 ships under Pakistani flags pass through the Strait of Hormuz. 2 ships will cross every day, but that's barely a dent in the usual traffic. Meanwhile, the U.S. is putting more muscle in the region. The USS Tripoli just arrived with 3,500 sailors and Marines on board.
That deployment usually signals a preparation for large-scale evacuations or amphibious operations. As we move into day 30 of this war, the Pentagon is clearly weighing how much deeper they need to get involved. Foreign ministers from Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey are scheduled to meet in Pakistan today to try and find a way to de-escalate before the situation at the Strait of Hormuz hits President Trump's April 6th deadline.
Peter, it seems like the timeline is getting tighter. Between the IRGC threatening to strike universities and the WHO reporting that 9 paramedics were killed in Lebanon just yesterday, the civilian cost is mounting right alongside the military buildup.
It is a volatile situation on every level, from global shipping lanes to civilian safety in the region's major capitals. We will continue to monitor the movements of the Houthi forces and the response from the multinational coalition as this develops.
From Neural Newscast, I'm Vanessa Calderon.
And I'm Peter Rowan. To stay updated on these stories throughout the day, visit our website. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.